All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Cyrus Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Cyrus Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page. Two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. Link for the memberships right down in the video description. It's in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, run down on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at Cyrus Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse program, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General strictly for the brothers. It's an amazing, amazing course. Click that link right over there in the chat. You can get a preview. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream, where the brothers meet once a week, discuss some very vital, important, powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Get over there, get that preview, family. Become a brother, become a member today. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Cyrus Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for you, family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out that catalog, get something nice, get something hot, and get a discount. Shop and save and shop. That's right, family. The General got some popping presentations on Patreon. The poppingest page by far. Ain't even nobody coming close. Get over there, get that work. We got over 500 exclusive live streams. The link is right there at the top of the chat. Click it and get over there and check out that menu, family. To all the family donate to the General, I thank you, appreciate you. Those would like to donate, the link is in the chat. Appreciate you much. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Cyrus Seti, Black Power Cartel. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Here we go, family. Ah, good goddamn water, boy. I tell you that. Let's get started, family. We know it's things going on down there off the coast of Venezuela. The United States is down there heavily strapped. Heavily strapped. Donald Trump is down there ready to kick in Venezuela's dough. They never did like the guy that's in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew he was going in there and trying to usurp. Whenever the last guy, who was in there, what was Chavez, he was in there, and then this guy, they say Maduro, he wasn't even supposed to be the president. That's what they say. Who gives a fuck? It is what it is. I don't know, but a lot of people say he usurped the presidency, that he was a big drug dealer, and that's what he been doing ever since he been in there, is running drugs up and down the coastline of South and goddamn North America. That's what they saying. He's a big drug dealer. And so is goddamn Donald Trump and Biden and goddamn George Bush and all the rest of them. But anyway, so they're down there with, from my understanding, with 7 ships. You see, they got 7 ships off this coastline out there. Supposedly they in international water, and they saying they tired of, the Venezuelans selling dope all up and down the goddamn coastline. That's what they saying. And they've been saying it for a minute. And it is a fentanyl epidemic in there, and that in the United States, and it's probably in a whole lot of places on the planet at this time. It's like one of the if not the top drug out there, and the shit is so powerful that shit, just a little bit of that shit knock your ass down. You will be done for. And so it's been devastating so many communities where they is trying to deal with the shit. It's one thing in getting, where, motherfuckers is getting, high and shit. But it's another thing when they ass is dropping like flies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker take a hit of some shit and and you racking up thousands and thousands and thousands of deaths, behind that shit. But no matter what it is, the reality is it's a couple of things. They want his ass out of there because number one, Venezuela got large oil reserves, and China trying to get in there and get that. That's what China is trying to do. And so if you in this, they got that doctrine, that Monroe doctrine, where the United States don't believe no other entity, no other country has the ability to function or try to manipulate, the affairs, the politics in the Western Hemisphere, that this is really off limits for them. You see, and so to have China get access to this oil reserves that's in Venezuela. And you got to think about, and they thinking about warfare now. They thinking about warfare. If they have to get into it with China, then good and goddamn well, they not going to be okay with Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? Selling large. They was going to shut that shit down anyway. That shit going to be shut down. Okay, so ain't no way, and China not ready to come across them waters like that. I know that for a fact. They not ready to do it. They not ready to come across the waters for Venezuela. So you can give up on that one. You know what I'm saying? They gonna end up, they gonna end up going in there, and he's escalating the shit. And I mean, I could imagine, they outside his door and shit, you know what I'm saying? I could imagine how that feel. But to fly two old ass F-16s, these old ass goddamn F-16, he flew the motherfucker near the boats, the ships, you know what I'm saying? So that right there triggered them. And so they didn't, I think they sent down what I don't know how many, like 15, 20 something F-35s on his man, they go fuck around and they go blow that man up, man. Cause that's all that's all that's gonna happen. The motherfuckers can roll the dice. They gonna get his ass because they went down there, they was talking that shit in the Panama Canal. That shit over with. They didn't took back control of that motherfucker. China ain't gonna be doing shit in the Panama Canal. Now, China is strong. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Them motherfuckers is strong, but nevertheless, they not strong enough to bring their ass across that water fucking around over here. They not that strong. You see, they navy is built to patrol right around China. They ain't got that, where you can send all these soldiers and these motherfucking planes and shit across that water like that with two motherfuckers. They'll sink that shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll sink China shit. You know what I'm saying? They could do that shit right around China, but to be able to project your power, like the United States was goddamn 11 fucking aircraft carriers and shit, where you can bring over thousands of goddamn airplanes on them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And operate out there in the middle of the water and them goddamn ships. And I mean, them planes, you got 1,000 planes you could put up in the motherfucking air. That's ridiculous. You feel what I'm saying? So they ain't got that kind of power to project, even though they got power. Nah, but that's really what they, I believe that's really why they about to jump on Venezuela, because number one, that guy down there, the United States, and they say that it ain't all up to the United States. He fucked his own economy up. Okay, it wasn't just the United States. He fucked the economy up down there, his goddamn self, and they put sanctions on top of the shit, and that just fucked it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? That just fucked it all the way up. So he didn't know what the fuck he was doing down there. No way. But anyway, they not about to let him, facilitate China, and sell all the fucking oil to China, and undermine the United States. That's really what it is. They cutting off all of that shit. So if you think you gonna roll, you got another thing coming, and it ain't gonna be long. They gonna fuck it. And I don't know, Cuba. They didn't about starve Cuba to goddamn death, but they ain't gonna learn until they gonna bend the ran up into Cuba too. Believe it or not. But Cuba ain't got nothing. They ain't on nothing no way. So they'll just blockade that motherfucker. And it's already Cuba is damn near over with. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Ain't no try to, they didn't blockaded Cuba now for fucking the last 70 years, 50 in the world. No, it's been longer than that. It's been about almost 70 years. It's been about almost 70 years that they didn't blockaded that. Yeah, they didn't it's been about 7 years. Them motherfuckers over there, man, the buildings they ain't built a building or probably a new building over in that motherfucker in the last 50 years. Yeah, Venezuela way wild. But they'll be wild when the motherfucking Marines run up in that bitch. When they send the Marines up in there, it's gonna be showing up wild. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna deal with them. They're gonna deal with them. Because when they go over there, I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna send them motherfucking Apaches in there. They're gonna send them motherfucking Apaches up in there real quick. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna deal with their ass. Yeah, they're gonna bomb, and then they're gonna go up in there with them goddamn Apaches and motherfucking light that shit up over there. I already know. You see, and some motherfucker, and you know what? They've been selling dope to our people forever. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. You know how many of our communities that they've been fueling the demise of. You think I give a goddamn? Go right on here. Go to work on their ass for all the drugs and shit that they done pumped up in our communities and shit, and all the death and destruction and shit that went on. And you think I give a goddamn about what happened to Venezuela? Man, get the fuck out of here. Deal with them. You selling dope, motherfucker. You shit. And don't nobody sell, and niggas be selling dope right here. And when they kick the dough in, don't nobody say shit. Then when they go down there to Maduro shit, kick his, everybody's, oh, you wrong. Fuck him. God damn, y'all don't say shit like that when the motherfucker kicking the dough in. And I ain't saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just saying, the motherfucker, and when they kick the doughs in on the motherfucker on the block, you all with it. Now they kicking the doughs in on Maduro, the big man, with all the dope. Now, and motherfucker talking about, oh, the United States is a bully. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is confused. You understand what I'm saying? Go to work on their ass. You understand? All of them, Mexico too, selling all that goddamn dope up in the United States, selling it to our people, fucking up our communities and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what? That's what the government is supposed to do. That's what they supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? People say, oh well, they say. Cut the shit off and then give the people the opportunity to do something different. Don't keep letting these motherfuckers bring this fucking dope. But that's why when motherfuckers talk about all this black and brown, they a fucking lie. Ain't no goddamn black and brown shit. How the fuck is it black? Do it look like we selling shit down there to their communities to cause their communities to collapse, to cause their people to be sick and with poison and shit, and destroy the mental facilities or the communities and shit down there. We don't do no shit to that on no level like that. You see what I'm saying? When they send that goddamn dope up here to the United States, they know where it's going. They know that it's predominantly, you know that now, let me be real. It's gonna go in our community, but let's keep it real. Them Neanderthals keep their nose in a mountain of that damn cane and all that hayron, they do that shit more. You ain't got enough money. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got them motherfuckers do heavy dope. So we got to quit thinking it's all us. That's why so many of they ass out there dying because, I don't think niggas, I could be wrong. I don't know no niggas that just do no meth, do no fentanyl and shit. But certain areas, they do that shit. Motherfucking areas, they still, I guess, deal fucking with that Hayron and shit. And I guess they still doing needles and shit and this, that, and the third. Maybe they fuck with I don't know. Niggas do weed. I didn't know niggas did fentanyl and meth and shit. I don't know, motherfuckers. It never did know no motherfuckers. It didn't. I didn't see it in Detroit like that. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of them motherfuckers that's dropping. That a lot of them is them Neanderthals and shit, and they quick to go in their nose. They quick to put that shit in that needle and put it in their arms and shit, and this, that, and the third. So good and goddamn well, them the motherfuckers that's dropping and shit. But nevertheless, they done sold mag, cane and shit into our communities, and it fucked our communities the fuck up. That's right. It fucked our community the fuck up. And so they know exactly where that dope was headed. And so they conspired to destroy our community. So fuck them. I hope they go down there and do whatever's necessary to tighten their ass up down there. I have no motherfucking, hey, no mercy. Shit, handle business. We always, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy how we be having, but don't have it for each other. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be worried about another motherfucker, but don't have no compassion for their own families and shit. You know what I'm saying? You think I'll tighten this shit up then? You know what I'm saying? If motherfuckers are out of pocket, tighten their ass up. Panama know good and goddamn well and tighten their ass up. Good and goddamn well you ain't supposed to have no other, China trying to take over the Panama. Good and goddamn well you was going to get your head knocked on. You knew that. I mean, what the fuck you think? You must, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? What the fuck you think gonna happen to you when you do some dumb shit like that? They coming to knock on your head, motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you thinking about? Get your ass up out of here. Give me somebody in power that, you know what I'm saying, that know the rules to the game. Because y'all motherfuckers, obviously, y'all must think there's some punks up in this bitch. You see what I'm saying? We gonna show you motherfuckers one way or another and shit. So it's gonna come down to the get down. Yeah. Yeah. Peru, Brazil, and yeah, they all of them. And all of them gonna fall in line. All of them gonna fall in line. I heard Brazil was running off at their mouth too. Was it Brazil? Yeah, I think they was, because that down there, Brazil don't want no smoke. Brazil better go somewhere and sit their ass down. For real. All them motherfuckers down there, don't none of them want no smoke. Sit y'all ass down. You see what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers gonna set a precedent. So if you're gonna do it, just set a precedent. So motherfuckers don't, when if a motherfucker had to show up at your door, and you understand, because you selling dope and shit and you doing dumb shit, the game is up. And I don't, we gonna see what it is either is they really, or is they taking over the dope game? You had to figure out what's really happening. You see, because if we'll see if is they really trying to crush the selling of drugs, or is they just trying to take over the dope game? Or do they want to be the one? They just gonna put another motherfucker in power that know the rules, and they'll take over the dope game, and they'll bring in whatever they want to bring in, and it won't be no problem. You see what I'm saying? The white man, he might be good with just that snow. You feel what I'm saying? he he might not need the fentanyl, but some of them motherfuckers done got, you know what I'm saying? They done got addicted to that fentanyl. They don't want nothing else. They rather go ahead and take the chance of croaking and dying and shit than just lay back off of that shit. You feel me? But Venezuela flew some fucking planes. Nah, y'all motherfuckers asking for it. Y'all motherfuckers asked that they done flew some planes over the fucking, you know what I'm saying? They probably could have shot their ass out there then, but that's all right. They got something for their ass. Let them come out there again and see what they're gonna blow their ass out the sky. They're gonna shoot their ass. They're gonna send them fighters on in there. They're gonna send them ain't no telling what else they're gonna send over there. You see what I'm saying? They about to get ready to go to work on them. So he talking about he done called up all these fucking they didn't called up all these I don't know how many. They saying about 5 million motherfuckers. It's gonna be 5 million dead motherfuckers. That's what it's gonna be. Because when them believe you me, when them goddamn Apaches, once they clean up over there, they're gonna bomb it. That's how they do. They gotta come in there and if it get wicked, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna send them bombers in there. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna send them bombers in there and they're gonna soften that shit up over there. That's how they do. You understand what I'm saying? That's the first thing. Go and get them stealth bombers in the air. Go to put them stealth bombers in the air. And that's what they gonna do. They gonna bomb their ass for about 2 weeks. They gonna bomb their ass for 2 weeks till you ain't gonna be able to hear a roach poop over that motherfucker. They go bomb that bitch for 2 weeks straight. And then once they done bomb that motherfucker and they go and anything that they could see on that motherfucking infrared, anything breathing, any of them motherfuckers that got like missiles, and they might have them, if they see you breathing, they gonna put them what they call them motherfucker missiles that got that GPS on them motherfucker. They gonna send that bitch right to you. They gonna light all that shit up. And then once they soften that shit up over there, they gonna send them motherfucking Apaches in that bitch. Them yeah, they go send them, they gonna send them Apaches up in that bitch. The Nazguls. They call them motherfuckers the Nazguls and shit. They gonna go over there and light that bitch up. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they gonna do. And then them motherfucking Marines gonna come in on the ground and they're gonna it won't even take 2 weeks. And they'll be sitting up in the fucking Capitol building of fucking Venezuela, sitting up in there smoking Cuban cigars with their feet up on that motherfucker desk. Believe it. They're going to be sitting up in there with their feet up on that motherfucker desk with big ass Cuban cigars. Cuban cigars, smoking good. Like, yeah, I told this motherfucker all he had to do was fall back. You understand what I'm saying? Go on and fall back, but then you want to play tough. You want. I'm telling you how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Your motherfucker talking about, okay. Yeah, China might be coming up, but everybody else ain't nobody else gonna do shit. And they ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't jumped yet. They over there having military parades. But motherfuckers they done been circling China for fucking 20 fucking years and they ain't jumped yet. So yeah, you can come out there with all the parade and yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, jump then. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You big and bad, jump. Your motherfucking United States over here, any motherfucker in their zone, they rushing their ass. Like, you fucking with China? Oh. You fucking with China. Oh, you think you gonna sell China some oil? Oh, that what you thought you was gonna do? Okay, let me show you something. Let me show. Oh, Panama. Oh, you thought? Oh, you going? Yeah, yeah. You want to sell? You want China to take over the shit we paid, nigga? We paid. We built this motherfucker. We paid for this motherfucker. United States built the Panama Canal, financed the fucking Panama Canal. You mean to tell me you about to let China? Oh, let me show y'all something. Let me come on down. That's what a motherfucker supposed to do. Ain't no motherfucking what else? What else you supposed to do? That's what you supposed to do. You supposed to go knock on the motherfucker head like, man, listen here, dog. Listen here, man. Get your shit together before we had to blow this bitch up. You understand what I'm saying? Straight up. That's how you supposed to do. China doing it over there. They trying to do it, but they ain't, they nervous. They nervous. They nervous. You know why? Because they already in their front door. You feel what I'm saying? So if it really get ugly, y'all motherfuckers gonna take substantial hits because all y'all major cities is right there off that motherfucking eastern seaboard where all they fucking firepower is located. So man, y'all motherfuckers would have to evacuate. Y'all would have to put damn near 500 million people underground some goddamn where. And that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. If it go down, you ain't gonna be able to evacuate all them goddamn people. Y'all gonna have y'all gonna have major motherfucking casualties. And that's really why China is like, cause they know something about this Neanderthal motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? China do got a little history where they is into they into some form of spiritual. They still some, you know what I'm saying, but they got some form of civilization and and this, that, and the third. They really like to be to they self. They ain't really the type, they want to be to they self and shit and this, that, and the third. And so, they know that motherfucker. They seen what that Neanderthal did to Japan. That's what they know. They know what that motherfuckers say what they want to say. That motherfucker went over there and dropped them goddamn bombs on them motherfuckers. Like, fuck y'all. Y'all didn't fuck my shit up over here. Y'all hit Pearl Harbor and crazy, you know what I'm saying? And really, they was really being ruthless with Japan because really, Japan didn't want no more smoke after the first one. They dropped the second one on the strength of. You know what I'm saying? Let their ass know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done fuck Pearl Harbor. You think you coming across this water again? I'm gonna show your ass. And so they really had fucked them up with the first bomb. You know what I'm saying? They pulled the trigger on the second one just to, emphasize, like, you bring your ass up out of here again. You feel what I'm saying? You see, and so the one thing that, in the United States has been the only motherfucker that ever dropped a nuclear bomb on a motherfucker. So the one thing that motherfuckers do know that you can woof and you can talk all the talk that you want when it come down to the get down. When you get ready to get busy, motherfucker, you better be really ready to do what you think you want to do. Because you fuck around and you roll the dice and then you really not bout that shit. And this crazy motherfucker you could take very serious damage. You know what I'm saying? You could take some very serious damage. So it's best, to try to negotiate that shit. And you can have your parade and put your little planes up there and your put your little firecrackers up there and shit and roll around and shit. But you keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? Chill on out, take your ass on there, get you some rice and you know what I'm saying? Get you some what they call them fortune cookies and shit and get you some rice and some gravy and go sit your ass down in some duck sauce and go sit your ass down before you fuck around and find out. You gonna fuck around and find out the hard way. And that's real talk, family. That's what it's gonna boil down to. Everybody is don't these. Hey, I wouldn't do it because you understand. You got to find another way around it. You see, unless you ready to be as brutal and you know what I'm saying, you had to find a way, to do what you and your aspirations, and you could still be victorious. But hey, I tell you what, yeah, yeah. I tell you what, it ain't gonna turn out how you think it's gonna turn out. All right, family. Make sure y'all get over there to Patreon. Go on and get that work. Click that link. I'll see y'all in a little bit. We about to go on and put and get some rest, and we'll see each other in a little bit. This is General Cyrus Sunseti saying, "Hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily." Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.